Attention! The following video may contain fun, humor, profanity, personal opinions, political incorrectness, and so on. If you are under the age of 18 or are easily offended by something as simple as gendered words, then I suggest you turn this video off and watch something more suited to you. Something like Sesame Street. Don't say I didn't warn you. G'day guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video, doing an unboxing and build of the new WRC SBX2 Nitro Buggy. Now, some of you may remember I did a unboxing and build of the WRC SBX-1 electric buggy. I bought that buggy. Well, I went with an e-buggy because of a few health issues. To put it bluntly, I have early stages of arthritis in one of my hips, and standing for long periods of time gets painful, so I decided to go with an electric buggy because you're not having to stand for 30-40 minutes during a final. Well, don't get me wrong guys, I absolutely love racing that buggy. I like the e-buggy, it's good fun. But the thing is, I still love Nitro, racing Nitro, and I couldn't stay away from Nitro. So I got the new SBX Nitro buggy. It's the SBX2, so it's the latest one that's out from WRC. So what we'll do now is we'll go over to the workbench and we'll have a quick look over what you get and what you need. Alright guys, so here it is, the new WRC SBX2 Nitro buggy. So this buggy I've been looking forward to. I waited until the this new revised model came out, and so here it is. So just like any race kit or kit that you'll get, you'll need things to complete this. So first and foremost, you'll need an engine and pipe. You'll need 2 servos, receiver battery, and if you intend on racing this buggy, you will also need a transponder, as well as wheels and tires. Also, you will need some paint for the body. So that's what you will need for this. So what we'll do now is we'll open the box. I've already broken the seal and had a quick peek inside just to make sure everything was there. So as we open it up, so first thing you'll see with WRC, you don't get a hard copy of the instructions. It is something you will need to download. So that's just all the information there, the site and where to go to download the instructions for it. At the back you get some window masks and some Go Fast stickers. So it comes with some shock oil and diff oil. So you've got 5,000 weight for the diff and 600 weight. 600 weight is it? Yes, 600 weight for the shocks. We have our fuel tank and our brake assembly, rear hubs, engine mount and clutch system, and the shocks, the front shocks there. Comes with wing, various suspension parts. You've got the rear arms. Comes with a body as well. This is the new body design. Your air filter, side skirts, rear shocks, Now it comes with a front nose wing setup. It's a bit different setup to the SBX1 and E1 buggies. More hardware parts, and chassis braces, radio tray, and we've got more suspension parts, shock towers, and diffs, and the main chassis plate. So everything is there you need to get it as a bare chassis. Like I said, you need engine pipes, 2 servos, receiver battery, receiver, transponder if you intend on racing it, paint for the body, wheels and tires, and that's about it. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I am going to set the camera up on time-lapse, and I'm going to do a time-lapse build. Well guys, the buggy is built, it is painted, and it is ready to go. A little bit. I'll explain in a second. So, with the time lapse, what I did is I filmed the majority of the build. There were little tiny little things that I didn't bother to build, like parts of the final assembly. I don't really want this video to go for too long. So some of the small things of the final assembly I didn't bother to film, like putting in the receiver and the transponder and so on and so forth. And of course painting the body, because I mean that's self-explanatory in that. But the buggy is done. So what we'll do is we'll go over to the workbench and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, here it is in all its glory. So I painted the body. I'm not sure how the camera is picking it up, but as you can see, it's there we go. It's a bit of a sparkly paint job. So it is a one color wonder. I decided not to do another fancy body shell. I may get another body shell later and put a bit of effort into it, but time was getting away from me and so on, and I didn't have a lot of time to do like a real fancy paint scheme. So it's predominantly black, but what it is, it's Tamiya lane flake. You spray that on first and then you back it with black, and as you can see, you get the sparkling effect. So the build went together really well. It's definitely like compared to the e-buggy that I built, the build went together just as good. Parts nicely machined, and yeah, everything. The only thing I found was the body required a fair bit of trimming. The trim lines didn't quite match where things were, so I had to trim out a bit more here for the tank lid. Had to trim out a little bit more here for where the engine pops through. So what we'll do is I will take the shell off and I'll run through with you what I have installed. Alright, so first and foremost, I am running a Team Orion engine. It is a 3-port 21, obviously, because for racing it requires a 21 or 3.5cc engine. This isn't a brand new engine. This is an engine I've had for a while. It was in another buggy, and for the time being I will use this. WRC do have their line of engines. It's called the WRC, I think. I'll put it down there in the there just to confirm what it is. So yeah, it's a 3-port 21 Team Orion engine. I have got a Hypex 2034 pipe. Not sure what the header is. I'll put down below what the header is. So that's the engine and pipe combo I've used. Around here I have Power HD servos. These I have for the front. The front is a... No, that's not it. Give me a second, guys. I'm just looking at the box. The front one, the steering servo, is a Storm 4 Black Special. It is a... These both are high voltage brushless servos, and the front one is a 25 kilo servo. The throttle the throttle servo is an 18 kilo servo. It is a Storm 5 servo. So that's for steering and throttle and brake duties. For battery power, at the moment I am using an Intellect 1600 milliamp hour 6.6 volt life 2S life battery pack. Reason why I'm using that at the moment, I don't have a LiPo pack because in my previous builds I was using standard voltage servos, so I was using a life pack. But I did test it on the 6.6 volt, and these are pretty damn quick for that, so I might just leave it for the time being. This is a SkyRC power switch and good old A&B transponder. So for the radio, I've since upgraded my radio because I can't get high-tech receivers anymore for my Lynx 4S. So I am using a Futaba 3PV or T3PV. This is the telemetry version, and it is obviously a Futaba receiver inside, so that will work nicely. Now I know the most obvious question is going to be, when am I going to be running this? Now, the problem I'm having at the moment is weather. The last couple of days have been nice. The problem is we have done a lot of renovations and so forth to the track, and the track just hasn't dried out because of the weather. So I have to wait until the weather is fine and the track is nice and dry, because we don't want to wreck the track because of all the work that we've done. But I am hoping to get to run this soon. I am really itching to run this, so it's a case of patience, guys. So that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't hesitate to give it a like. And until then, guys, enjoy your hobby and cheers.